Alrighty, we are now in the castle pretty much, and this is where the proverbial doo-doo is gonna hit the fan. And coincidentally, of course, this is where during my first playthrough I was almost raging, not almost, I was raging about my severe lack of ammo and the multitude of enemies. So yeah, good times, good times. That is why I tend to play replay games at this point, folks. So, shoddy shells. Oh yeah, that's always a welcome addition, and they seem rare. They seem like rare pickups for me. I don't know if it has to do with the fact that my shotgun is fully upgraded, or if that's just how the shotgun shells work in terms of picking them up. I don't know, but I do believe there's a snake in one of these. And Ashley, oh my gosh, where do I even begin with her? Oh my Christ. This has to be... Resident Evil 4 probably set the record for longest escort mission in a game. I mean, it's like, what, 70-80% of it? Maybe a little less. But it's definitely more than half, I think. I mean, it could be worse. It really could be worse. She could do worse, I suppose. I mean, she's not great, but I'll take what I can get at this point. So, oh, I'm almost have a nearly full shotgun. That's pretty sweet. I didn't think I was gonna be able to do that. Alright. So again, the typewriter at the beginning of each stage. I don't know why that just seems to be the norm here, but I'll just go with it at this point. Save number 19. I'm really surprised I haven't saved more often in this game. Yes, let me pay a visit to this dude.
Got a selection of good things. What are you
See what
selling?
he has, or see what I can buy, or see what I can sell.
Is that all? Thank you. What are you buying?
Still holding out hope that I'm gonna get this mask.
What are you buying?
Get the final gem for the mask, but that hope is really starting to dwindle. I'm trying to think. I want to save my cash for emergencies.
Thank you.
But I have a good amount right now that I can kind of play around with some upgrades. But I'm going to hold off on that full upgrade because it's rather expensive for the broken butterfly. I don't know what exactly it conveys, but then I'd be...
Is that all? Thank you.
Yeah, I'd be pretty much without cash. But I did decide to do my TMPs. I like the TMP a lot. I really do, because for me, it's a good weapon if you have a huge crowd, you know, and you really just want to thin it out a little bit. And it's, you know, it's a good, you know, kind of automatic thing, rapid fire, whatever you call it. This is a massive castle, by the way. This area, as I'm playing through it now, brings pretty fond memories, I must say. I remember one time, so you see here in just a moment, there's a bunch of cultists here. By the way, their chanting is really creepy, so I kind of like it. So you see this one dude here. Oh, did he die, or did he just have a heart attack? I don't even know. Okay, I think he died. It was just a little bit of a weird animation there. I'm not sure. I think there's another guy here. Oh, he kind of ran off. So I think they know that I'm here. I mean, of course, with that loud-ass shot, of course, who wouldn't know? So my very first time to this game. The first time, I thought I was going to be clever and say, okay, let me leave Ashley behind. I'm going to tell her commander to wait and kind of clear out a little bit of the area and then tell her to come with. I'm thinking, wow, I'm a genius. Yeah, I got this game beat. Next thing you know, I all of a sudden hear her just screech. And I know that she's been picked up by the enemy. How the hell an enemy was behind us, I don't know. But they carried her out the room and it was game over. Well, you know, if Ashley gets carried out the room, out of a door, you're done. You're toast. So I learned that the hard way. And now I know I gotta bring her with me, but my basic tactic here is to try to target the catapult launching dudes. So first I'm just gonna rush through this area, hope to God we don't get hit. So here we're sort of safe. Over here we're safe too. I don't think a catapult can reach here. I think there's either 3 or 4 catapults, so I'm gonna try to see if I can deactivate them all. So just sort of plotting my next move here. There you go. Yeah, that was what my concern was. So we have a catapult directly in front of us. Like I said, I think there are 4. You can either directly shoot the guy launching the fireballs, or you can shoot the explodey tank like that, and it'll take him out all the same. That's one less to worry about. Okay. But the danger's far from over. I still don't really have an idea where the other ones are. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to make my way across to that building in there. I see a guy in there, so let's go ahead and kill him. I gotta get out of the habit of... See, like I said before, my intended use for the TMP is to thin out crowds. Especially if they're like flanking you or whatever. Oh god. Oh god. Okay, that's number 2. Just blow it up for good measure. That's 2 down. I believe 2 to go. So we're just gonna see. Just get in here really quick. What do we have here? Okay, sweet. Yellow herb. Not too shabby. I still have to get around to using them for Ashley, just to help myself out a little bit here. It doesn't matter how many times I play this game, I can never remember where the catapults are positioned precisely, so I always have to like look for them. So that's why you're seeing me sort of struggle here. But for now, I'm safe inside this structure, which is good. A little bit of a breather there. Oh my gosh. So, let's get on to the topic of crushes. I feel like I have incredibly bizarre taste in men. I don't know. I mean, first of all, I do have legit crushes on like video game men, but to be fair, they're hot. I mean, what do you want me to do? You want me to shut my eyes and not play the games? Then I can't do Let's Plays, no. But, you know, I recognize the fact, oh, they're not flesh and blood, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, okay, thank you. Thank you, because I didn't know. But I, in general, have, like, very strange taste in men. And I don't know what to do about it. I have strange taste in men, and I also don't really know how to read men. No offense to the guys, but, you know, if you guys are interested in a girl, don't act like you're not interested in the girl, because that confuses the hell out of me. That was smart. That was very smart. Oh my god, I killed Ashley. Probably not a good idea. Here's a pro tip. Don't stand in an open area when there's fireball catapults around. Okay? Just don't do it. Take it from me. Alright, so, they start me at the beginning of this area. Okay, alright. At least I know what not to do. So I guess that's progress, right? Alright. Let's try this again. So anyway, in my little saga of kind of personal stories, I basically thought a guy was interested in me. And I thought, you know, we're adults, so come, you know, this is not gonna be a stupid game where we're just gonna play hard to get, because that was kind of like my tactic, where I was just like, okay, well I'll play some hard to get, you know, because I wasn't very forthcoming with people, and I was also very shy. So now I said, you know what, that didn't work, obviously, so now I'm going to try a different tactic. And so I said, you know what, I think this guy seems to be a little interested, so let me ask for his number. No big deal, right? So then it just became a game at some point. It became like, oh, you know, do you want to grab a drink? Oh, sure. So then we planned for a particular day, and then of course the day comes and he decides to back out with a really lame excuse. So already right there and then I was livid, but at the same time I said, you know what, things do happen, things really do happen, so let me give it another chance. And I did. So I said, okay, well, maybe next week then, or something like that. But then the thing that I noticed with that was he would never initiate a text to me. It would always be me texting him. And it would always be, oh, I can't do it this week, maybe next week, maybe next week, maybe next week. And I said, okay, you know what, maybe next week, you know, maybe this. And I kind of, you can't see that I raised my middle finger, but, you know, you get the idea. So I was just like, you know what, forget it. I think I have an idea what's going on. I don't think he's gonna want to go for drinks with me. And even if he does, I think he is interested in someone else. And he's just playing around at this point. And he's just kind of jerking me around, so that way he can hedge his bets. And in case it doesn't work out with whoever else it is, then he has me as a backup. I don't think so. He's got another thing coming. So I kind of can't wait to tell him off. And it's not even one of those things where I'm like, I'm going to tell him off in a bit of reverse psychology because I want to go out with him. No, I want to tell him off just on principle, because I honestly, let me tell you something, and I should draw a little nice Excel chart to show the inverse correlation between the amount of BS that one thinks I should take and the amount of interest I have. Oh, look at all these guys. Where did these guys come from? They just came from out of nowhere. So, time to act like this is Call of Duty and camp a little bit, huh? And I hope that's it. Okay, that one catapult all the way to the left is still active, so don't know. So I'm leaving Ashley here for now. Trying to see if I can. Oh, there's another one there. Didn't even realize that. So we still have this one to contend with. So I'm just gonna run across. Hope to God. Oh my God. Oh God, I hope this works out better than the last time. Let's see here. Very quickly. There you go. Okay. Fantastic. And I said the catapult all the way to the left, and I forgot that I had already taken care of it. So I think we're good. We're good here. So I think we're completely safe. But just to be safe, I left Ashley in this little shelter. Like that's gonna help her any. It really won't. But we're good. So anyway, so I was just like, and you know, rejection is never easy. Feeling like someone's playing around with you is never easy. And you know, I don't mean to be sexist, so I do apologize if I said that, because I know girls can do that too. I've read some really horrific stories about girls doing it to guys. So it's just how do you play with someone's feelings like that? Like for me, I'm the kind of person, like, if someone comes up to me and they tell me that, like, I know them, right? Like, let's say we're friends or we're acquaintances or whatever, and I know, or they tell me that they have feelings for me or they're interested, and if I don't feel the same way, out of respect for them, I will tell them, look, I'm very sorry, but I'm honestly not interested. I'm not going to play around with someone's feelings. What's the point? What, so I can get something out of them? Excuse me, I like to look at myself in the mirror at night and say, I didn't use somebody. That's like something that I absolutely despise when people do. Oh, I'm going to use this person for all they're worth. I'm clearly not interested. in them, but I'm gonna see what I can get from them, whether it's money, whether it's sex, you know what I mean? Some people can do that, and some people are fine with doing that, and to them, I'm just like, wow, you're really disgusting. You know, I'm not trying to be self-righteous, but that, to me, that's wrong. To me, that's wrong. If you don't like a person, just tell them you don't like them. And then that way, they can have a sense of closure and go on about their day. Actually have a chance to find someone that's gonna like them, you
We
know?
decided to lay low in a castle, but it looks like it was a bad move.
Meaning?
Well, it appears that this castle's also connected with the Los Illuminados. They must not get many visitors here, because they're giving me one hell of a welcome.
Sounds bad. I have an idea, Leon. I need you to...
Uh-oh.
Repeat, Hunnigan. Great. Just my luck.
Well, perfect timing. So finally, we are inside the castle proper. And get used to this locale, folks, because we're going to be here for a little while. So just go ahead and do a little inventory organization / reorganization. But anyway, it's like I've known people that were like that. I've interacted with people that were like that, and it's just like, so I have a strong aversion to it. And I would never do that to anybody. I would never. And I would rather tell someone to their face, look, I'm not interested in you, or look, this is not working out. You should find someone who's actually gonna care for you, gonna have respect for you, gonna have respect for you, gonna reciprocate the feelings that you want to be reciprocated. And even so, you know, that's never a pleasant, it's never pleasant. But in the long run, people will appreciate it because you were open and honest with them. Okay, so there's a bunch of enemies in this area, so I'm just gonna go ahead and camp. But and to be fair, I did have some guys that were upfront and honest and said, look, I'm really not interested, so I just want you to be aware. And of course, like I said, it was unpleasant when I heard it, but you know, in retrospect, I was like, you know what, I have the utmost respect for that guy for telling me that. You know, even if a guy is a jerk, if he at least does that, then to me he earns my respect regarding that. So you guys know how it is. It's just rough. So I'm just kind of sort of weighing my options at this point. Just kind of, well, part of me like enjoys the simple life, you know, doing like these let's plays. And I know it might sound silly, but believe it or not, I really do enjoy enjoy this, you know, this let's play as a hobby, hanging out with friends, that sort of thing. It's just that's what I enjoy doing. And it's just like, what's the point of doing something if you don't enjoy it, right? Sometimes you have to do something like that for work, but if it's like a hobby and you don't even enjoy it, then what's the point? Like, case in point, casting for me. To be honest, I used to love casting, and I really neglected my YouTube channel for a long time. It's only recently, like within the past year, that I started doing these let's plays like kind of regularly. But anyway, it was just one of those things where I cast, and I mean, I do enjoy the company of the people that come to my channel. But sometimes I get so many technical issues with it, and sometimes there's some silly drama that comes along with it, that it's just like, it gets draining for me. It's just, I'm just wondering, like, oh, I don't know if I should continue on this. So I don't really cast as regularly as I used to, and I'm fine with it, because for me, this is a lot more fulfilling. Now, of course, if this changes, if my feelings change, because, you know, never say never, people always change, then I'll cross that bridge when I get there. But for right now, I'm having a blast doing this. And as long as you guys like listening to me kind of BS and just ramble on and on about nonsense while I play silly games, then hey, it's, you know, that's awesome, and I thank you guys for it. So this hobby is here to stay. Hey, hello guy, you just decided to stay down there. Pretty cool. So I'm just going to kill this dude. Oh. I was not really expecting to get a headshot. I think we're good. That might be... I think he's the last guy. So we're just going to go ahead and switch the swords. And move along in this endeavor. So back upstairs we go. Okay. So I'm going to end the video right about here, and I will see you guys on the flip side. Later.